he going to throw? Dancing to his left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Young. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Derek Johnson, the first-round pick back in 05 with a sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Young. Escaping the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's Young. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. To throw again on second down. Young steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Murray off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On play action, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A final shot before half for Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, Peterson. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play fake. Murray rolling to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malcolm Brown. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with his quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out is the Oklahoma
offense ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They start the drive with Peterson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 29, Murray.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
Touchdown! Jeff Swaim, 33 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 6.
Here's Murray. And he fires one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Malcolm Brown, his second sack of the night. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. It's Young on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Young. He's airing it out for Williams. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray. Connecting with Andrews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw, Murray. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Williams now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one, Rick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Four yards remain for second down. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to